Well, Shannon Alvarado called to pretend like she cared. Then she talked over me every single sentence. Every single sentence, I've got to listen to her talking over me with shitty assumptions. Telling me what a terrible person I am, basically. Well, look at the way you talk to people. Well, you know what? If people would listen, I wouldn't make those fucking videos. Again with the, well, everything was right while you were here. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was not all right while I was there. See, when I was at the hospital and Shannon was communicating with me, there was no issue between us. All right? She was pretending like she wanted to help me, and obviously it was pretending because when I was on the bus, her and Rick treated me completely like shit. But then I'm supposed to be fine with it because she doesn't see that she did anything wrong. She doesn't want to have any fucking understanding over the fact that I have emotions too. And you goddamn right I speak out about it. Now, she doesn't like my videos. That's fine. I make those videos for the same reason that she sends me voice clips. Because if she sends me voice clips, I don't get to defend myself. I can't send voice clips back. And it's not a conversation. Now, if I call her, she talks over me. So it's not a conversation. And it's not her helping because she can't listen. She's not capable. Tonight when she called me after Rick was asleep. Thank goodness. To feign concern and ask me where I'm at It's none of her business where I'm at. I need her help. Help. I need her to come forward with the truth. Not treat me like shit. Well, I don't see why I'm... Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to explain to you why, Shannon, but you're busy interrupting me every single sentence. And I'm apparently some sort of a bad person for wanting to be heard myself. Now, if I sit there and listen to her for 20 minutes, she will literally talk that entire 20 minutes. And when I'm trying to tell her something, she goes back to something that she's told me 20 or 30 times. I know, Shannon. I remember that stuff. But I have to start over. Every time you interrupt me, I have to start over. And you don't understand that. You make zero effort to understand that. You make zero effort to understand how the shit that you do is the reason that I make the videos. I'm not worth hearing. Only your words are worth hearing to you. What I have to say doesn't matter, or you would stop interrupting me. You don't want me to make videos. Fine. Then listen to me. For once, take the time to listen to me. And then, I'm trying to explain to her how it made me feel with the shit that she was texting me on the bus, like from out of nowhere. I'm some sort of a terrible person and a doormat. And she's like, oh, well, I didn't type that. That was Rick. Oh, well, I did type that. Rick just told me to. You can't control Rick? Shit, you can't even control yourself, can you? That's the thing. I am trying to tell you what's going on, and you're busy talking over me. I'm trying to tell you how the things that you said and did affected me, but you don't care because you did no wrong. Whatever. That's the point, is that I don't get to speak. How I feel doesn't matter to you, Shannon. I listen to you tell me how you feel. And you know what? I did my best to deal with that the whole time that I was there, that whole 2 months, with you being like that, with Rick, every single night. Yeah, I dealt with that. It shut me down, and you made zero effort to understand that it shut me down. So yeah, I'm making another video. Well, you sound different, Sean. Fuck you, Shannon. Fuck you. You have shown me again that I am not allowed to have emotions. I'm not allowed to say my piece. I just have to take your abuse. and I'm some sort of a shitty person for speaking out about this? No. Not by any fucking stretch of the imagination. I'm pissed off. Because no matter what, if I try to tell you what's going on, you are going to do the same exact thing. You are going to talk over me or talk through me. And when I do it back, I'm some sort of a terrible person. Hear me, Shannon. If you would shut up and listen, I wouldn't have to make videos. I wouldn't. The things that you said, the words that you gave, you did not keep. Obviously, in order to get my things back, to get my life back, to get an honest day in court, I need your fucking statement more than I need a goddamn sandwich. Yes, I am pissed off. I am tired of you pretending that you care and throwing sandwiches in my fucking face. Well, I gave you a sandwich. I fed you. But did you write that fucking statement? Huh? Did you? How long has it been since that? How long has it been since that situation with Kara Miles Johnson? Huh? It's been over a year, Shannon. It's been well over a year. And in well over a year, you have not written that statement. You made zero effort to write that statement and get it to the cops when it made a fucking difference. Because you wanted to talk over me when I was trying to explain to you that I needed you to write that statement. But no, you are too busy being selfish and thinking about yourself and yourself alone. No, Shannon, don't pretend that you care because you gave me a fucking sandwich. I didn't need a fucking sandwich, I needed that statement. I don't want to live because of the things that people like you have done to me. People like you, Shannon. People who said that they would help, and then they're so busy talking over me that they don't know what the fuck is going on. If you would shut the fuck up, I wouldn't have to make videos. I could explain to you what's going on. Meanwhile, you're allowed to be pissed off about me speaking out. That's what I am doing, Shannon. I am speaking out about the way that you treated me and the way that Rick treated me. And you telling me I can't control Rick? With all due respect, all right? I have put up with enough of your shit in the last 2 fucking years. The least you could do is keep your fucking word and write a goddamn statement. You could at least make that fucking effort. Instead of you and Rick fucking treating me like shit when I'm on the bus there, all right? I'm on the bus there, and you and Rick are treating me completely like shit, and then ignoring me for an entire fucking day. I'm letting you know, hey, you could call me and coordinate to help me. You offered to help, so help. Call me and coordinate with me. But no, you would not do that. So I found another place to go, and I did my best to literally manipulate, as you want to call it, a friend into sending me a bus ticket so I could go to that other place, because you weren't helping me. You were letting me sit there and be victimized and ignore me. And then when I let you know that I was leaving, then you're like, oh, I wanted to see you. I wanted to see you. For what? For what? After the way that you treated me. Rick is pissed off because I videotaped or audio taped the way that you and him interacted every night that I was there. And Rick is still pissed off about that, still throwing tantrums, still being an asshole. And I'm some sort of a terrible person for exposing that. No, Shannon. I'm not going to listen to your fucking audio clips because you won't listen to me. if what I have to say is so not worth listening to you that you have to interrupt me every sentence and treat me like I'm a shitty fucking person for having emotions and for having things in my life that need dealt with, yeah, why the fuck would I listen to you, Shannon? You won't listen to me. You will not listen to me. You will talk over me every sentence. I mean, tonight was the worst. Literally the worst? No. There have been times when you've been even fucking shittier. Like yesterday when you called. Because you were busy screaming at me. Being shitty to me. Exactly the reason that I just took it when I was there. Exactly the reason that I didn't push it while I was there. I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't hear it. If people don't blow sunshine and fucking roses up your ass, they're terrible fucking people, and you treat them completely like shit. If anyone even has a slight hint of Shannon might have done something wrong, then you go off the fucking deep end. And you are doing things wrong, Shannon. You're doing a lot of things wrong, like pretending that you care. If you don't care enough to listen to what I have to say and try to understand without interrupting me, then no, I'm not going to listen to your fucking audio clips. I am not going to pretend like you care about me because you don't. If you cared about me, you would stop shoving fucking sandwiches at me and fucking listen. After the way that you and fucking Rick treated me, and then you want to say, oh, well, I thought it was all fine and dandy because blah, 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 blah. No, Shannon, it was not all fine and fucking dandy while I was at your house. Rick was still a fucking dick. He was still muttering shit under his breath and fucking slamming shit. Why? Because I exposed the truth. All right? When I had that conversation with you that Rick is still pissed off about all this time later, all I did was show the way that you people are to me. What I have to say doesn't matter. You're going to interrupt me repeatedly. I'm going to listen to how you feel and keep my mouth shut and try to understand how you feel, and then you're gonna go Rick bashing, and then you and Rick are gonna argue over stupid shit that's fucking trivial. When I need your help, I'm there for your help, you offered that help, and you're too busy being shitty to people to listen. And then you say, you're shitty to people, Sean. No, I treat you how you treat me. You get back what you give in. If you put more effort into listening to me like I listened to you the whole time I was there, imagine 2 months of listening to Shannon bitch about every goddamn thing nonstop. And if anybody even hints that you might have done something wrong, then you fucking go off on them. Yes, you're volatile as fuck. And then you want to be pissed off about my videos. Fuck you, Shannon. Fuck you. If you're allowed to have emotions and I'm not, that's not fair and equal. When you and Rick gang up on me and treat me like shit, that's not fair and equal. I had to deal with that the whole time I was there, Shannon. And the reason that I didn't push the issue, the reason that I made those videos is because no matter what, you didn't listen. You were not going to under any circumstances. You're not going to even try to understand how I feel emotionally when you do that to me. And when I do it back to you, you get all sorts of pissed off. You get pissed off when I do it back, but you don't pay any attention to the fact that you did it to me first. I deserve better than that, Shannon. I deserve better than that. You can't help me if you're not willing to listen. That's as simple as it is. You and my dad are a lot alike. You and Joshua Eichelberger are a lot alike. The difference between you and Joshua Eichelberger is that Joshua Eichelberger is physically violent. You're not. The difference between you and my dad is that my dad is he was physically violent till he had a heart attack and they tore his chest open. That's the thing, Shannon. You and I started off with a civil conversation this time. But then you didn't want to hear anything that I had to say, obviously, or you wouldn't have continued to interrupt me and talk over me. And I'm not allowed to say how I feel without you getting pissed off and treating me like shit and making accusational bullshit at me. No, Shannon, if you gave a fuck, you would stop and listen. You're selfish, Shannon.